Greetings and welcome to my dear Capricorn. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Tarot of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. Please take only what you will. We are looking into Saturn's auspices for the month of December 2023 to track the movement of Saturn karmically and to also understand what's going on in the quantum field for this reading. So we've devised two readings. First part is a karmic reading. I'll be using the bicycle deck for that, this deck in particular. And then we're moving over to this deck, which is the Alietta deck. It's 130 years old, for the quantum triangle. The quantum triangle is a 6-card spread that allows us to see in a triadic form different relationships of Capricorn, manifestations of Capricorn. These are roles, these are potentialities in these roles. And we'll look very deeply into what's going on in the path of ascension for Capricorn in the month of December 2023. We're going to get started. The 10th house is open, and we're going to look into that now karmically. Okay, so for the month of December, by the way, happy early birthday. There is an activation of the 12th house for Capricorn. This is an ending. And because of such, there's a need for Capricorn to use its drive, to use its earthly capacity, its cardinal capacity, to do something. There's an impulse here, a desire to travel, a desire to depart, to find something in the 9th house. Okay, and because this activates the 12th house for Capricorn, there's something about it where a mythical process, a path of initiation is here. And this leads Capricorn to do certain things, to become an agent of change, to do things, to push forward an agenda. And there's a lot of impulse in it. Fanaticism, impulse. This activates Gemini primarily for Capricorn. So this mercurial thing wants to fight Jupiter off. So Mercury and Jupiter are in cahoots. They square off or something like that. There's an opposition with those planets, figuratively or literally. And there's a need to go ahead and do something about it, in the past, there's an element of regret. There's a place of stillness in this regret. You take from that past and find a sense of peace. There's also a hidden truth that needs to be reckoned with. So there is on the horizon a sense of restfulness, potentially. There also is a way to come into a clear sight of some sort. This is information from the moon, solar reflection of the moon, information that comes from the moon in particular. But the king knows what's coming. You may be dealing with people also that serve the purpose that they're going through a lot. You can give these people help or healing in some sort of way. You have the resources to do such a thing. The Ace of Cups that the king holds, as well as the 5 of Cups, it equates to the 6 of Cups. There is an opening here, a need to emotionally use Neptune in the 12th to bring forward a sense of equanimity with others, or to give to others, to be empathic in some sort of way. There are two threes also here, the Three of Swords and the Three of, excuse me, the three of fire, of wands, of rods. And this transmutation of fire to air allows for a clear indication here. Um, it's like objectivity, emotional objectivity, clear insight when it comes to emotional intellect and intelligence. You will know where to place the right cup into the right hands. You will know which things are authentic, and there's this impulse, this design to feel like things haven't been working out. You will have the impulse or the design to push forward a certain type of agenda, and I see a lot of healing that you can give to others for this month. Particularly one person in particular. The underscoring energies is the 10 of rods. There's a burden in all of this. At the same time, it's a heavy amount of work. The difference of the 10 and the 3 of rods in reverse makes the 7 in the upright, which means that you're on the right path, but there's something about it where there will be a lot of resistance. This choice that you will have the purifying fire to discern who is worthy of your most sensible values, who's worthy enough to get to that authentic place of healing. Now we're going to move over into the quantum field, and the quantum field is a place of limitless possibility. Usually it indicates a multivalence, an ability to bend or redirect timelines and to jump from one to another, or be in both at the same time. This is a technique that has been given to the order to see particular karmic resonances, and as well to see the path of ascension for you in particular, for Capricorn in this reading. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. Now the threes were very important, 33, so we're going to shuffle this accordingly. Ace of Rods in reverse wanted to show up. Okay, Capricorn and Aries show up. The Fool shows up, as well as the Devil. And we also have night and day, the sun, daytime. It's important to bring a sense of that which we perceive to be reality, and to place some faith into that. There's something about this particular reading where faith and the degree of faith that is believing into something, the power of faith becoming very much an element of trust in this, in the perception of things. This is something that you need to be aware of, and also to note that this could be something that really binds you to something. There's a lesson to be had in all of this. This knowing is generous. This knowing is also something that folds in on itself. It compresses itself. It combusts everything. Fire will bring the warmth of fire, the warmth of solar programming will bring you the clarity that you need this month. Now, yeah, clarity and enfant. There's something very pure, um, pure and like rebels of a neon god. There's something about Capricorn that is very grounded. The second house is very much activated. You'll find a lot of relationships that go into a point of infancy, either newness or there's a birth of some sort, but this is like an unwanted birth. This is a birth of Lilith. Um, and there's clarity in the knowing of the rejection of things, a rejection of reality, of seeing through the veil, of bringing light to a sense of an order or grid. Um, this comes at a type of sacrifice. Diana is here, and she releases the flame. The Vessel Virgin is here, and no longer you're beholden to your daily ritual. For one thing, you're going to find that others that you encounter will understand that this type of programming, and there will be a sense of clarity when you relate to others, particularly one other person. The star is here as well as the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when Venus, the morning star, shifts to the rising star and then the falling star, there's something about that shift, the movement of Venus being very important. It shakes off, or there's a shakedown on a cosmic level, and it allows for a sense of this clarity, this enlightenment that the star brings. Gemini is highly activated in this reading, as well as Taurus, the second and third houses. When this occurs, there are real and practical relationships that you can equate to, and these people become witness to your actual mode of ascension, and a sense of clarity comes in all of it. There's a newness about it. Because the Three of Pentacles in reverse is here, it moves to the 2, or potentially goes to the 4. Okay, and what that means is that there's an element of conservation on one side, and then an element of a crisis and conservation. The ability to conserve one's energy, to maintain balance within situations is very much here, and you're going to find a lot of clarity coming through the star from that for this month in terms of ascension. Now, where you've been, lottery as well as dépouillement, the sun card, the star card, star. There's something about a huge influence of starseed energy, where you've been, the wisdom you've learned from those places. If you believe in reincarnation, especially, there's something about information coming from beyond our galaxy that will allow you to reach a sense of the Nine of Pentacles, for one thing, in reverse. And that means like getting off of terra firma, being in the ether of some sort. There's a lot of rejection of community and society in your reading so far. It's called, you are called, I would say, to do things independently, especially when it comes to your work. To not rely on the stability of the earth right now. There's a lot of instability. You have to look to the stars. You've been finding, there's a chance that you've been finding that you have to look into astrology or other things in order to find a sense of purity. The Two of Cups is being poured out here. There are two twins in the Sun card, and what we're moving towards here is ennui and passion. There's something about piercing the veil right now that comes as a gift to you. But you already know this. As a solar Capricorn, you're approaching the 12th house, and it activates Jupiter. This Jupiter thing is not very auspicious for you. You're going to fight against it, but the gift is there anyways. It's like you're getting information, or you're getting some sort of knowing that comes from the element of water, primarily. But you don't really care about that. You're kind of dodgy with emotions, or dodgy with finding this sense of insight or emotional knowing, don't worry about that. I think the purification that you bring, that you evaporate the waters of the Holy Grail, the waters of all cups in general, the cup of all cups, will allow you for the ability, it's an ability here, to truly see that even your offers or a gift from the heavens wouldn't be totally necessary on your path for inner tuning or inner alignment. I think you're fine with all of that. Okay, we have here. Okay, so when it comes to the advice is to reinvest into something, reinvest into something in a still space. This is going to be like kind of like going deeply within, isolating yourself from certain things, noticing the way you think, your thinking patterns, becoming very critical with that. And then as you do that, as you go in and do the work, you're going to be offered this Ace of Cups. It's right there. It's here, and it's right here, and it's coming. Now, the thing is that I don't think you want it. If you're trying to reinvest in something in a Taurian way through the element of the Hierophant, of trying to bring something in terms of that, this Hierophant here, there's something about that where it's like, even though you would be offered certain things, it would evaporate, or it's not lasting. This insight is not lasting, something like that. But clarity will be there, and that's the whole point. Is that the things that we value on an emotional level, the things that we imbue, the materiality of this world, the reality of things, with a certain degree of emotions or faith, there's a process that inevitably will take it away. There's a transience to our sentient understanding of things. There's a transience. It falls off. It rolls off. And I think this is what's going on upon the solar return, approaching the solar return of Capricorn. Okay? I do wish you well. Thank you. Bye-bye.